we're going to grab the 466, and then we're going to also bring the 372, just because when I'm down in the woods dropping trees, I always like to have a backup in case something goes wrong. And with the other one, I don't leave a tree half standing or something like that. It just makes me feel a lot safer. Well, good morning. I'm kind of a rainy, cloudy, overcast day, but we'll take this 466 down there and get that tree cut up and cut down that I found the other day. So we're going to get started doing that, and then hopefully everything goes well. It should, but I don't have the logging winch on there, and I do try to always avoid pushing trees over with the tractor. Generally I use the logging winch to, if I have to, even use a snatch block, and I tend to try to use that to pull it and not put the tractor in jeopardy. Plus, if I'm pushing on it and I'm not driving, it means I'm underneath cutting it. If the tree goes away, something could go wrong with the hydraulics or something, and have a loader bucket on my head. So I avoid all that kind of stuff. Whoops, I missed one branch. That took a little bit more work than I thought it would, but the problem was it was actually leaning the opposite direction. And I got a little low on my back cut, so I had to make a few different choices for my mistake. I'll show you in just a minute. Tree right there towards the top doesn't look too healthy up there. That is a gum. This one right here, there's no leaves left on it. Some of these trees can look at all the tops that came out of that poplar. This is why you got to be careful. But I'm going to cut into it a little bit. I don't know, we'll cut into it and see if we can make any sense of it. I could try splitting a piece. Maybe that'll tell me something. We'll look at it as soon as I cut it. We'll look at the heart. Sometimes the fumes from that damn saw get up on my eyeball. Gets my eyes a watering. I think this tree, believe it or not, it's a daggone gum tree. And I was hoping it wasn't. Like I said, they don't normally die here. So that was a little different. So this is a gum tree. I thought it might have been something better. But man, I get into my allergy thing. Now my glasses are clogged up. I need a lot of siding for a project I'm doing. And if I let these... Man, what is with this? It's like my eyes are watering. It's just terrible out here with rain. So I need a bunch of siding. It'll work for that. It's never a loss. See if I can make it through this video without sneezing or coughing to death. Man, I don't know. It's with the atmosphere today. It's horrible. So after I show you the stump where I cut it, so let's measure this out the old-fashioned way. That's 12. buggy. There goes my glasses, right in the mud. So I should be able to see extra well now. I'll have a mudscape. Man, everything is just so slopping wet around here. It has been horrible this year for the rain. But let me spin you. So, first thing, and the video probably didn't catch it because the camera didn't pan out good enough. But you see this top right here. There's another top there. The ends down there of the tree I dropped. There's another big branch. All those broke out of the top of that poplar. I thought for sure it was going to snap that sycamore. We got sycamores now. So I thought that would be the deal. Like I said, some of these trees can look so freaking much alike between the red hickory and the gum. I was hoping to roll this out. Maybe it will. So, I mean, I still think it's the gum because red gum looks like that. But that has a lot of the bark from a hickory look. So, like I said, our gums don't normally die. So, now I'll show you my big mistake here. This is what happens as you're just trying to get stuff done. It's Monday morning. This is my big boo-boo. Obviously, I'm trying to drop the tree that way. I accidentally undercut it. I should have been up higher on this. I should have been higher on this side. So I realized my mistake. I got 4 wedges in there and just slowed down. I did end up sacrificing. This is why I like using the plastic wedges, because I had to make the cut, and in order to get back up under there to break that center loose. I say this is all on me. Live and learn. But yeah, we'll get up there and get the forks back on the tractor. Come down. I got to pull that top out of there. I'm not even going to bother trying to climb up in there. And once I cut into it with the sawmill, but I'm almost 100% sure that this is red, red gum. Look at that beautiful cut there. Very little teeth mark left in it. It's doing a beautiful job. Love the blades. The Ripper 37s did a fantastic job, and I was able to mill at a pretty good rate, so I was very, very productive. So I'm very happy.